Hey YouTube, Bill here. Today I'm making some hard cider, so I'm going to speed run through the cider making process because I've already shown that in another video, and then we'll move on to the process to make hard cider. What I need to do now for hard cider is I need to measure out 5 gallons of cider. So to measure out 5 gallons, I grabbed my fermenting bucket and I filled it up to the 5-gallon line so that we know we got 5 gallons. Now that we have our 5 gallons of cider measured out, we need to pasteurize it. In order to pasteurize it, we need to bring it up to 160 degrees and hold it there for 10 minutes. Now, while our cider's heating up, we want to sanitize everything. So we gotta add, this is the stuff I've always used. The ratio is 1 ounce per 5 gallons of tap water. You just mix it up and then wipe it all over everything and let it dry. Alright, that's the second one. So now we want to take it off the heat and we want to let it cool down. They need to be roughly around 100 degrees before we toss the yeast in. We're going to take a hydrometer reading here. It'll tell us how much sugar is suspended into the apple cider. A 1.0 would be for water. We're looking for a number somewhere around 1.4 to 1.5. When we float it here, it'll float wherever it is, and you can see it's about 1.44 if it focuses. There we go. All right, we're now totally cool, and we're going to add our yeast. I'm using Safe Ale S04. It's an ale yeast, and it's nothing special. Just sprinkle it in. And ideally you would use your sterilized utensil, but I already put that away. Just stir it in. Alright. Now we put on our lid. Our lid has this little hole here, and that is for our airlock, or water lock as it's sometimes called. And what it is, this little thing, it's a 3-part thing. Some of them have a little bulb twisty thing that kind of looks cool but does the same thing. There's a tube coming up the center, and then a cap over it, and then water around it. So as the air comes up, it goes into this outer area. It goes through, and the air can't go back in. Put that in there. Now we leave it for roughly about 7 to 10 days. I'll probably leave it for 14. Here we are about a day and a half later. Sorry for the lighting. I'm in my basement office. You can see the bubbles popping up. The underneath thing, as I said, the underneath thing fills up with air and it pushes the air out. So the bubbles go up, but the air can't go back in.